When you're sitting there looking at the Steelers' schedule, did you look at it through the lens of Rodgers is going to be the quarterback, or you really can't assume that sort of thing? Because you put the Steelers right in the home of the Jets week one, Mike.
Yeah, look, assume nothing with Aaron, right? So I don't know any more than you do.
Right.
Steelers-Jets still sounds like a football game, like Howard Katz would say.
Nice.
Look, I think if we knew for certain he was there and he'd signed already, probably would have done something a little different with Steelers-Jets. Sounds like a Monday night game or a Thursday night game, something in a national window. As it is, it's in the middle of a Sunday afternoon with 8, 9 other games going on. If we knew he was coming, I'm not sure that's what we would have done with it. So kind of tried to play it down the middle. If he comes, great. If he doesn't, Steelers Jets still a good 1 o'clock anchor for CBS in week one. Steelers Packers still a good NBC game in week 8. Steelers Bills still a good Sunday afternoon doubleheader game on CBS Thanksgiving weekend. Steelers are still the Steelers, right? Coach never had a losing season. They're always in the playoff hunt. You roll the dice on the teams that you think are going to matter. The Steelers usually do. They certainly probably get a little more interesting with a certain future Hall of Fame quarterback under center.
And then the concept of these standalone, big, huge, marquee window games, Thanksgiving, obviously, kickoff being another one. Mike, I've known you for quite some time. We've had these conversations on air, off air for some time. I got to be honest with you, I don't recall the last time you and the rest of the crew at scheduling served up so much filet mignon in the biggest spots. Normally you do spread it out a little bit. Cowboys at Eagles first night. The Thanksgiving schedule is as blockbuster as they come, certainly with the middle game that already is the largest regular season audience usually in and year out, with the Cowboys hosting the Chiefs this time around. Why did you guys and ladies decide to do this, Mike?
The function of a couple of things. The first one was just the way the 272 matched up this year, just the way the rotations worked, with which division was playing which, the standings-based games. There's a lot of really good stuff in there, especially like you think about AFC North, NFC North. You got Packers, Bears, Lions playing, Ravens, Steelers, Bengals. Like they just sound like football games. And so there was a lot of really good quality inventory that the fans are going to care about, they're going to be interested in, they're going to find. So you could afford to take maybe 3, 4, 5 right off the top. Most years you take the 3 or 4 or 5 best games off the list, and you start to wonder if you've got enough left to feed the Sunday afternoon, the Sunday night, the Monday night, the Thursday night. This year we felt like we had the depth, we had the inventory, we had the quality, and it was really Hans Schroeder runs a scheduling team who really kind of first had the idea, why wouldn't we test the ceiling? Why wouldn't we take the Ferrari out of the garage? What could a Chiefs-Cowboys game do on Thanksgiving Day afternoon? And like you said, we get 42, 43 million for Cowboys Commanders, Cowboys Giants. We haven't really hit, struck gold with two teams playing that day, both with winning records and a good game. Last time was probably Cowboys Raiders a few years ago, where it went in overtime. Like, it's been a while, and Hans was pretty convicted that we should at least be open to trying it. I, of course, told him, no, that's a terrible idea.
Yes.
But he went to David Burson from CBS, had a conversation, went to the commissioner, and everybody started to get pretty comfortable with the idea if we could see what the rest of the schedule would look like. So one of the early paths was, what would it look like with Chiefs Cowboys on Thanksgiving? Run it again, run it again, run it again. Hey, there's a plenty good Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night doubleheader schedule in here, even with Chiefs Cowboys on Thanksgiving. So we got comfortable with it and excited to see what it can do. What if we could push 48, 49, 50 million viewers for a regular season game? That's unthinkable not that long ago.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.